What's up, everybody? On a jam-packed Friday, this your boy Big Vern coming to you from the App Stupid Podcast Studios. App like you got some sense, to smash the like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow us on Twitch and Patreon, the links are at the bottom. And then we love the donations. You can hit us up on our Cash App as we keep on rocking. Got a story for you. In Fox Sports, they've had 5 coaches that were on the hot seat that they felt like they should have been fired coming up in the NFL season. And some of this you really can't disagree with, but some of the names that they put on there was very shocking. Now, the Commanders already relieved Juan Rivera, so I went ahead and excluded Juan from the list in the graphic, but I'll go ahead and post that for you right now. And it says here that Mike Tomlin's on the list, Bill Belichick, which is surprising to me how far the Patriots have fallen. He's on the list. Then you got Robert Saleh, and you got a Matt Eberflus, and he's on the list as well. But the only one of the coaches that has a winning NFL record right now is Mike Tomlin. And so, like I say, I don't know if Fox is right on the money. I don't know if they're right on the money saying that Tomlin is on the hot seat because he's at 7-7. And the division seems to be really tough because you've got really 3 marquee quarterbacks in that same division. So, of course, he's, it's going to be whatever it is. But with 2 games remaining, he's got a chance to be 9-7. And with you have Mitchell Trubisky as a quarterback, that's unheard of. So that's just a testament to his coaching. But I do think that I think that the Jets are going to move on from Robert Saleh to him and to his credit, but it hasn't worked. He's had long enough to make the Jets somewhat viable. And the fact that they just progressively get worse, and there is no end in sight for Jets fans. And that's sad because this season was very hopeful when you had the pieces in place, and then when you add in Aaron Rodgers, the Jets they were in a position to start making some real headway, some real noise. The shocker of it all is the Patriots. The Patriots are 3-11. They have the second worst record in the NFL. Only the Carolina Panthers are worse than them, and then the Arizona Cardinals are tied. But the pedigree of Bill Belichick, because people will go on to say that Bill Belichick pretty much knows more football than I've forgotten, and I'll be honest with you, he probably is. Is he a Hall of Famer, first ballot? Yes. But the fact that Bill Belichick is losing this bad and this poorly, I mean, it's puzzling. It's just like, I know you lost Brady, I know you've lost Aaron Hernandez, and a lot of people don't really take into account how good off the bench, because Aaron Hernandez was that good. But you lost Aaron Hernandez, you lost Rob Gronkowski, Edelman, and all these little receivers, slot receivers and stuff like that. And to still be stuck in the same position when everybody who you've coached is either going to be in the Hall of Fame shortly or already there and moved on, to see him still in that position, it's like he's ruining his legacy just sticking around. And I think that New England needs to actually turn the page, because whatever it isn't working. It isn't working, and it isn't working well at all. And Matt Eberflus, the Bears aren't a bad team. They've got the pieces. They just don't have any direction. They don't have an identity. The Bears are really stuck in the NFC North, which to me, I thought the division would be up for grabs. I was a high Detroit guy because I seen everybody that they had in the front office, and even the position coaches like Antoine Manuel and a lot of the guys who played in the league, and they have Pro Bowl experience and they bring something different to the table. So I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before Detroit was something to watch and something to rejoice about. But the Bears just they can't get out of their own way. I mean, if guys remember the monsters from the Midway back in Soldier Field when it meant something, that Bears defense, that Buddy Ryan defense was ridiculous. The 4-4 was crushing people. But I mean, they got away from that. They kind of tried to go back to it in the mid to early 2000s when they had Brian Urlacher and a lot of those guys out there. I just never was sold on Jay Cutler. He seemed to me like he was just more of a don't throw the game away type of guy. He didn't seem like he was the guy who was going to take over and then throw the Bears into position. But, I mean, it's shocking to see how far Bill Belichick has fell down to the point where New England used to be you can get some good New England games, but now you can get anything. Take a brief 10-second break, and then we'll be right back. It's your boy Big Vern, Absolute Podcast. So, yeah, man, I didn't know that many teams were in trouble. I don't even know who you go get to coach New England after this. I know Vrabel, he's down in Tennessee, and the Titans have a bad gig too. I think they'll pretty much, if they ask Vrabel, I think that Vrabel would be willing to work with Robert Kraft, but I don't think anybody else would want that New England job. Now that you have Miami as a high flyer, Buffalo is a consistent division champion, so somebody's always going to be nipping at your heels. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So, is Fox right? But is Fox Sports right about those coaches being fired? Because there's only 2 more games left. Now, of the 4 guys that I had in the graphic, I kind of think that Mike Tomlin is going to survive. Him, I'm confident will survive. But Mike Eberflus, he might be done because they want to bring in somebody like Eric Bieniemy. They want another coach. I know everybody's waiting to see what happens when Michigan plays Alabama, and Jim Harbaugh might decide to go jump back into the NFL if that's the case. I know Bears fans are giddy about getting Harbaugh. But, if Harbaugh doesn't take that job, who do you get to replace? You get to replace Eberflus. Nobody knows. I don't even think there's any coaching spots out there available for guys to go ahead and apply, and that can make a difference and turn this thing around. Yes, Chicago has the number 1 pick this year, and then they also have a second pick that they can go ahead and look after later in that round. But I mean, who do you want coming out? Because if you draft Caleb Williams, a quarterback, you're going to have to get rid of Justin Fields. And you've established that Justin Fields is not the problem. They just don't have any continuity as an offense. So, a lot of questions. But let me know what you think. This is Big Vern, and I'm out.